Hey, we are here with Terra Invicta, episode 6. I'm very excited to play some role-playing games with y'all. Yeah, we're back with your favorite D&D show where we kick butt and take names. Last time they kicked zombie butts and took long forgotten names. That, you know, in one sense they knew as players.
Like Greg.
Like Nicolau Rosende, even though you guys as characters do not know that guy was named that. But I knew, and I wanted to know.
Can one of the zombies be named Greg?
Sure. Yes, for you.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so I guess we open in on Greg's face. Smashed beyond compare on the ground here. Yeah, so you guys are still trapped underneath Parrot Island. Vanthis Vanderboren, the derelict, what's the word I'm looking for? Not derelict. Runaway, black sheep of the family. There's a word that I'm looking for, but oh well. Vanthis Vanderboren.
I think the word you're looking for is jerk.
Yes, I mean,
Jerk
definitely.
face.
Definitely so. Yeah. He trapped you guys down here with some snarky comments. And though we spent a good chunk of time thinking through whether or not there was any way you guys could get to him.
All right.
Anna had disadvantage at the
And
wrong
then
moment.
didn't try anything.
Well,
You know what I wish I would have told him when he said stay away from my sister? I would have been like, you should be with your sister more often.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You unstay away from your sister.
Unstay away.
Yeah, for sure.
Because she loves you.
He really does. But Vanthis certainly doesn't love you. Doesn't love you guys. So he trapped you down here. You guys fought some zombies, some long forgotten zombies down in these tunnels here. But you won. You defeated them. At the very least, you don't hear any more zombies in the tunnels coming after you. Yeah. So again, we get the kind of environment of wet, musty, brick-lined tunnels. There's a collapsed staircase next to you in this corner here, and we see you guys probably like heavily breathing as you like just have gotten through that fight, barely in one piece.
Okay, so I just feel like I should just bring up the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
The pink wolf, pink elephant, more so pink wolf.
Yeah.
That just appeared out of nowhere and then disappeared out of nowhere.
Yes, Delia's never wild shaped before. At the very least, Audrin definitely saw it firsthand. Like was literally staring up at Delia when she did this. But I assume the rest of you at least figured out in some way what went on.
Let's clarify. Deli has wild shape before, technically, just first in the show.
No, I mainly meant the first time they have seen you wild shape.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming we see her like go back to her normal form in the wolf form.
I believe
right?
so.
So we know. Takeaway's gonna go like, we need to talk. And let's go find let's like go hide. Like I want to like go hide like in that corner area that's like to our right.
Oh, there's these tunnels over here.
Right? Like I feel like that would be like the best place to like go, like a short rest.
Real quick, can we check the zombie?
Yeah, does someone want to make an investigation check for just to see if there's anything useful on them?
I have a +2 to investigation.
Do it.
I've got a 5.
I was about to say, I think that's
Audrin, do it with advantage.
Ooh, nice.
Honestly, we should have like a little list somewhere of like who has the highest skills in some of these, so we can just
soon it's just going to be Jordan everything.
Well, honestly, it's a pretty good assumption that Jordan is the one to go through for skills.
No. Well, wait, no. Actually, how far into Rogue are you going, Jordan?
4 levels.
Rather far.
Okay, only 4. Okay, never mind.
Well, I think you're going to take the first 4 levels in Rogue, though, right? So you're going to be Rogue completely for a little while.
But
I will be taking Jack of all trades next level. Well, maybe not next level, but at some point. So
my point was mainly if he was going further into Rogue, then it would be mostly him all the time. Yeah, if he's not doing it all the time, then
look, if anybody ever needs to win a cartwheel contest, I'm pretty sure it's me.
I'm good at
and I handle the animals, whether it's the highest roll or not. I'm handling the animals.
I think it is. I think it's the highest roll.
Are druids like common in the area? Like, would I have?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe not particularly the type. I mean, definitely not the type of druid that Deli is. Deli's pretty unique. But
Mhm.
yes, druids are not an uncommon thing. There's a lot of wilderness around these parts. I mean, again, Anna doesn't really get out much, so maybe she's not terribly familiar. But
She might just think I'm a werewolf.
yeah. Let's see. I think the one thing, honestly, there's not a whole lot on these guys. The one thing you do find is you find a little pouch with an empty vial. It might have held a potion at some point, but it's like this zombie's like long forgotten pouch, like strapped to his side. And there's also 20 like bullets for slings in there for a sling. So not like bullets, but like the little stones you'd throw in a sling. But that's pretty much it. So
Can I
Any of us
recover
even-
my rollies?
yes, yep.
Cool.
Pick up
I'm gonna do
1,000 caltrops one at a time.
They're ball bearings, not
Or ball
caltrops.
bearings, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I should totally
even
get
worse.
caltrops. Not that it'll ever help,
Yeah.
but you know.
Yeah, but by the time, honestly, you're in a couple levels here, it will never help ever again. Those sorts of things are very like first tier of gameplay D&D things.
Good for like general role playing stuff.
No,
Like,
certainly, yeah.
non-violent encounters.
So can we move over to the corner
Yep.
spot?
Mhm.
Just
Okay.
to like have like better like just like
Yeah, so you guys want to attempt to take a short rest?
yes.
Was anyone going to talk to Deli immediately about her wild shaping?
I
Or does
mean,
it-
Takeaway's just like, so when were you going to tell us that you could do that?
Do what? I've healed the quadrant before, haven't I?
Yeah, so apparently she
No,
doesn't
when
even
you
remember.
turn into a wolf,
What do you mean turned into a wolf?
and
I
she like
didn't
looks
do
over
Right there, you pooped on the floor right over there.
it. Where do you think that pile of crap came from?
Zombie.
That's such a
Zombie.
That's such a good like
Zombie did
line.
it.
If somebody has like a mess in like somewhere in a room, it's like, so when did you become a werewolf? Like what? I'm talking about that pile of crap over there. That's
Sorry, what did you say? I accidentally muted you for the stream. I was trying to mute myself.
nothing important.
It was funny.
Yeah, Takeaway's just going to be like, so you literally like don't remember turning into a pink wolf.
No.
Well, you did.
Right,
Yeah.
Takui looks around. Right, she did. Like everyone else.
I'm like, I'm not hallucinating, right? Like, did I get hit in the head too much? Like, you guys saw it too, right?
I'm pretty sure it happened. Yeah.
Either that or we're all hallucinating.
Deli just kind of noticeably looks like freaked out, like, what the heck? And she's like,
I don't know. I just was standing there and then I was by the one guy. I just figured I was panicking. I don't remember that at all. Was it a pretty wolf?
Deli's a little scary. I gotta say, creepy
She-
dragonborn child.
she like, but she did ask if she was a pretty wolf.
Takeway goes, very, very pretty, very majestic.
Okay.
That thing says majestic like a wolf ripping apart a zombie.
Mhm.
And she just kind of sits down, like in the corner, not sure what to think about that. And-
I wanna go like next to Takeway and just like have a private conversation with her.
I didn't
Or-
hurt any of you, did I?
She just says, "No, no,
Okay.
you knew what you were doing. You protected us.
I don't remember what I was doing.
You know, Deli. Yeah, I get that. Actually,
Nice.
no, like Takeway's like being serious. She's
No,
like,
I know. Yeah.
like sometimes I just get so. Sometimes when I'm fighting and I hate it when it happens, but it just Sometimes I feel like I'm in control, and sometimes I feel like I'm not. And it honestly scares me. But I figured maybe the more I do it, maybe one day I'll actually be able to be in control all the time. Who knows?
I like that idea. I mean, I like animals. It'd be cool to turn into some. What did the wolf look like?
And let's just go ahead and just name like any. I don't know.
I'm like, it was
Like-
literally a giant wolf. but
Okay.
pink.
Well, I guess my point is like, feel free to make something up when I says.
But was there anything like specific about the wolf, or is it like just a wolf?
I mean,
Takery's
yeah,
like,
you've never seen a pink wolf before, so
I mean, other than the skin being pink and fur being pink, I can't say I noticed, but I was also kind of out of it.
Okay.
I can pay
And-
more attention next time if you want.
Okay.
If it happens again.
Okay, well, we'll see.
I have an idea. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, she just she just kind of sits there rocking back and forth, like a little disturbed that she turned into a wolf.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, I think we should probably stay quiet for the next and just rest for a little while. And she like turns
Yeah.
and like says that to like the whole group.
Although your song of rest does require you to make noise.
I don't even have it yet.
Oh, you don't
it's
have it
fine.
yet? Is that level
No,
3?
it's level 2.
Right, because she took a level in barbarian first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't have it yet. And honestly, I'm probably going to take Barbarian next anyways. I wanted to take all 3 levels in Bard right away, but I just don't think it makes sense right now.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
and we're going to level up after this
Yeah.
session. So
Mhm.
it, maybe not actually get the level, but we will be there. So it
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense after
Mhm.
what we've experienced here for me to take a level in Bard.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
Well, I am happy to tell you guys that you do indeed get a short rest in and no one bothers you.
yay!
Yay.
All right, let's roll some dice.
Yeah, do it.
Key points. Boop, boop.
Okay. Ah, yeah, baby.
Nice.
Okay. 18. Should I spend my last hit
Dang.
die or should I just save it? That brings me up almost to full health, actually.
I'd save it.
Yeah. I feel like that was a really good roll.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. All these good rolls.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah,
I
I'm going to
feel
save it in
I'm
case
now
we need
back to
another short
max
left.
health.
I feel like I need
Whopping.
to roll my other one.
I would like to point out the fact that Alyssa healed for my maximum health.
And isn't at full any.
I know. So I need 5
Oh.
more hit points. What do you think? Do we think that's worth it for me to just
No.
roll my last dice?
You would have to roll a 2 or lower for it
That's true.
to be worth it. So don't. And I just realized, Caleb, I can only use my spell. We clarified I can only use my spell points on a short rest. So I'm going to use that now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good.
Dang, I have to use both points for a first level spell slot, but that is second level. So okay. I'm going to get back a first level spell slot.
I also have 1 more rage, so I can. The problem is that I just need to rage like at more strategic times, I think.
Mhm.
But
You only get those back on long rests?
actually, let me check that. Don't know actually. You get them back when you finish a long rest. Yeah, I think that changes after a few levels, but I'm not sure.
Does what change after you level? What were you asking?
No,
Raging.
I was. Yeah, I don't think so. Actually, I think I just get more rages as I level up. So
I believe so, yeah.
no, it doesn't change.
Yeah,
on the
and
looks
that's
of it.
That's different from me because I'm pretty sure I'm limited to 2 wild shapes per short rest, just forever.
Forever. Yeah.
But they get longer, so
Yeah. And you can turn into more powerful stuff.
yeah. Only CR2 because I didn't do Shape of the Moon.
Yeah.
No, 1 CR1.
Okay. Well, at least now we know we have like maybe a semi-safe space. If we were able to get it like an hour, we can be like, okay, well, we can like mark this as a somewhat safe area where
Yeah.
maybe if we have to come back and rest longer.
Mhm.
So So that's good.
Certainly.
Okay.
Yeah. So where do you go next?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. We determined that I don't get my spell points unless I eat something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That just means, but usually I'm eating stuff anyway, so that doesn't matter too much. I guess my main point is I can only regain that one.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Where to? So far, you've explored most of this right half of the map.
I say we go back the way we came, just because we know that area is cleared out.
Yeah,
So
I say we go back up and then go to the left.
Yeah.
Where like those columns are and go out that way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, go ahead and drag your tokens along, and we'll follow.
So like kind of come in.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
But the light is now just light. It's not sunlight anymore.
Oh right, yeah, just light. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the light is too much.
Who was
then.
leading us last time? I don't actually know.
I think you were.
Was
I'm
I?
pretty sure you were,
Yeah.
because you have dark vision.
Because I can see the farthest.
Yeah, I think the order was Takui, Audrin,
Me, then
Deli, Anna. Yeah.
Yeah, because she didn't have any light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So then we're going to come into this room.
Give me a second. I don't see where you went. Oh.
So it's like Deli move so I can see too.
Sorry.
Yeah. So long.
Audrin, you coming?
Yeah. Long crumbled
see yourself?
pillars.
I'd like to point out that it's extraordinarily laggy for me, so I
yeah.
almost
Can?
literally like can't. Yeah, it's just that's just the way it's going to be.
Weird.
That's lame.
Okay, no problem. Okay. What do we see in this room? Just like abandoned
Yeah.
stuff?
So just collapsed pillars and general ruin. You also see a small empty bottle of wine, long emptied, just like on the ground.
I was gonna guess William Shatner.
Did General Ruin get a Purple Heart medal?
Okay. I'm gonna keep going in the room. Can I make like a perception check or something? Just like
Yeah, I mean, so with your passive, you don't see anything that's like jumping out at you. Like,
I was
if
also
you're
gonna-
looking for something more particularly, you can.
I was also gonna say, Caleb, I wanted to ritually cast detect magic before
Sure.
we went exploring.
Mhm.
So we could at least
Yep, no magic that you sense.
okay, well, we can keep going down.
Yeah,
Looks like there's a
It's
tunnel
just
to the
really
left.
eerily quiet now.
Yeah.
Right. I think honestly, yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Takui, with advantage.
Okay.
Because everybody else is listening to you. Yeah.
That's worse than my passive.
With a 13, it's quiet. You hear water coming from somewhere, but like you can't really pinpoint it. The echoes are
Okay.
kind of weird.
Well, we
in this.
probably should go where the water is, right? Because I mean,
Yeah,
wherever
but
that
it's hard to
is.
tell.
Right.
So
But at least we hear it, so that's
yeah,
good.
there's
good-
water
good.
somewhere around here.
Okay. All right.
There's probably water surrounding us.
Probably true.
Well, right, but I just mean if we can hear it in here, then maybe it's like
Mhm.
there's a
coming
way
from
out.
Yeah, it's coming from somewhere. Or
Yeah,
going to
so-
somewhere.
This tunnel over here, I had to split this into two different maps. That leads to.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you see. It twists for a little while. So it's like a tunnel that just kind of continues off somewhere. But it does lead. It does seem like it leads somewhere. If you want to follow it.
Yeah, I want to go down that way, I think.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. I'll just grab all y'all.
Drag you us over.
And
Okay.
drag you to the other part of the map.
Me with
Otherwise,
my
you'll
little
clip through
balloon
the
light.
ground. So you end up over here.
Oh.
So
Is it,
you
like,
come out of the little
colder all of a
tunnel.
sudden?
No, it's all wet. So
Oh.
this part of the let me pull up my little descriptions here. No, I don't want that. I want PDF. So much easier to navigate that one. Give me half a second. All right. Yeah, so you end up You as you have gone down this tunnel, a sloshing sound has gotten louder and louder in your ears. And you find out that the sloshing sound comes from the churning waters of a sea cave. So fueled by what must be powerful submerged currents, the water laps and splashes against the walls of the twisting natural cavern that leads to the west. A sandy slope descends from this door. So basically it starts to kind of like become less tunnel and more like just sand. And the little sandy slope leads into what is literally just like this like set of submerged tunnels that at the edge of like this subterranean kind of like section of tide pools sort of thing. A bunch of purple and red sea urchins glisten all around this place along the ground and the lower walls, and their spines are like glittering in the water. They look very sharp.
Ooh,
But yeah,
pretty.
lots of urchins everywhere. Anyone who wants to can make a nature check to know more about these particular
What
types of
about
urchins.
nature check? Why do I
Yeah.
only have a 2 to nature? Dang it!
I don't
I
know.
have a
Why do
1.
you, Deli?
I only have a 10. I just know that they're pretty.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
Perfect.
Dang, Jordan!
Audrin coming in hot with those natural 20s again.
Audrey, it's
Just every
It's
time.
It doesn't make sense.
it honestly makes perfect sense that Audrin would totally know what these are, because this is these are the sea urchins that a common poison is derived from in the city, and your gang used it. And
Of
lots of
course.
other thieves guilds have used it over the years. So it's the
Okay.
same poison that your gang typically use. So what it is I believe let me pull up the actual poison.
Also, how do I have the best nature check?
Yours
I
is only
don't
one
know.
better than mine.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be any better. I don't understand.
Well,
It's
druids
just
can
'cause
only
you're so smart.
yeah.
You're so smart,
uh,
Audrin.
Druids can only spread their nature skills so thin.
Is it because I'm smart? Oh, it is because I'm smart. Okay,
Yeah, exactly. You have the highest
Yeah.
intelligence out of all of
Yeah.
us.
that makes sense.
I have a higher wisdom.
I have nothing in wisdom, so
I also have a pretty good con.
Yeah, Audrin's more at like better at knowing things. Deli's better at actually surviving or doing things in the wild.
Which is very necessary.
Yeah. So Audrin, the specific like mechanical qualifications of this poison is the target must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned for 1 minute. If this check fails by 5 or more, the target also takes 1 point of strength damage.
Ooh,
and
that's
so
brutal.
yeah, and so you can tell by the sloshing of these sea caves that in let's see, what time was it when you guys were down here? I think it's I
Like
think
late afternoon,
Yeah.
probably almost
Yes.
early evening at this point,
so
right?
yeah. So luckily for you guys, you've basically made it around low tide here. So the most of the water is shallow enough that you can, it's slippery but more or less dry, right? Like it's still a very thin veneer of water over a lot of this part. And that's mostly the brick-lined stuff. That's the part that's like the shallow parts of the cave. Anything with like actual plants on the map here will be the like deeper parts, and your guess is, as you just like look around, Audrin, you're like, okay, that looks to be about maybe 8 feet at the deepest there. So you could basically just legit swim in it. So when luckily you and Audrin, I think with just this nature check, you're just kind of like taking a look at the whole cave and getting a little bit of a sense for it too. And your guess is this is a lucky break for you guys, because at low tide, it's going to be way easier to navigate these things. If it was high tide, you would have to worry about all these like partially submerged sea urchins. And like, if you tripped in the water at all as it was sloshing around and moving, you could literally just get poisoned by like falling on them. It's still going to be, it's still going to be slippery. But you're not going to have to, like, if it was high tide, I'd have you guys legit make like athletics checks to like keep yourselves upright as you like slosh through the place, because it's like a very strong current that's like sloshing around in this cave. But right now it looks like it's actually pretty tame, so you can, as long as you're not in the deep water, you should be able to navigate safely without like slipping and falling on these urchins.
Does it technically count as a beast?
No, it is a plant.
Sea urchins are animals.
I know. In D&D terms, it's a plant, Deli.
But I have animal friendship.
No, you can't talk to sea urchins.
That's baloney.
Actually,
That's
it's a
bull
sea
honky.
urchin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So as long as we don't touch the plants, we're good.
Yep. Mhm.
Could
I want to.
Okay.
I want to pick one up.
Don't do it.
probably that's what would happen. Probably that's what happens is like we see them, Deli goes
Ooh, pretty.
goes to grab one. and
Grab the
Audrey
back
just
of your
grabs
collar
her.
and just like, no.
Audrey
No,
grabs her.
I don't think. I think Audra knows better than to grab her. I think he puts his hand in front of hers before she's able to.
Right, because he doesn't want to touch her.
What?
This can literally kill you.
Oh.
I mean, yes, if you fell on it
Really?
enough, you could take like 18 strength damage or whatever, and then
13
I
strength
think
damage.
I think Audra just goes into like almost gruesome detail about like this is how it starts to break. First, it starts to break down your body.
though I think like if you go to 0 strength, you just can't move. But it would kill you if you like fell in the water and that happened to you.
I think if you hit 0, I think you die if you hit 0
I
strength.
think you die.
I think you die if you hit 0 con. I don't think you die if you hit 0
Oh.
strength. Yeah, I think with 0 strength, you literally just become like paralyzed. Like you can't move at all until you get a strength score back. I believe that's how it works. Because I know the con goes out of its way to tell you, like if you reach 0 con, you die.
If you have 0 strength, you don't have the strength to expand your chest to draw in breath or beat your heart. You have complete muscular failure. Was what
That sounds like you would
research
die.
shows. Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah.
So I could try harvesting.
That's
With
actually
some
kind
poison.
of what. Well,
You could.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I could help you with that because I have a +5 to animal handling.
Well, it
Animal
would be
handling is
animal
not going to help you
handling.
here. Dylan,
It would be
I'm sorry.
medicine check.
It would be like,
I have a
medicine or
+5 to
survival.
medicine.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay,
If you-
I will say the rule for harvesting is kind of brutal because you have to get a 20,
Oh,
and if you fail by more than 5, or I think it's like if you fail by 5 or more, you're poisoned.
Oh, poison harvesting. Yeah.
let's not do that then.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
like
Maybe wait until like we've gone through the whole cave and then we can talk about harvesting.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
You know where these things are now. Yeah.
after all this stuff, like you're asking, okay, so do you want to help me harvest? She's like, I'm not touching those things at all.
Yeah, the rules
take this.
for harvesting poison in here is the creature. It's mainly talking about when a dead creature is incapacitated, but I think it would count here too. Harvesting requires 1d6 minutes followed by a DC 20 intelligence nature check. Proficiency with the poisoner's
nature.
kit applies to this check if the character doesn't have the proficiency in nature, so you could do that instead. On a successful check, the character harvests enough poison for a single dose. On a failed check, the character is unable to extract any poison. If the character fails to check by 5 or more, the character is subjected to the creature's poison.
Caleb, can I wild shape into a dwarf?
No, Deli, listen. Okay. In D&D terms, urchins are not animals and people are not animals.
I don't know what you're talking about. People definitely are animals.
I couldn't even get the question out with
Yeah,
the complete
you're a
straight.
dork.
All right. So should we go up or down? Or to
Yes.
the side?
Split the party, split the party, split the party.
No.
I feel like this just circles back around to like the top part.
Well, let's just find out.
Yeah, so this is part of the deep water right there.
Oh, right here. Okay.
Yeah. It's
So I
shallow
don't-
water if you just go up the tunnel
Do we have to roll for
to your
swimming?
little right. If you go into the
Okay.
deep water, yes, because
Okay.
it's sloshing around and there are urchins, and so if you fail the swim check, you're going to get hit by one of
Okay.
the urchins. Yeah.
Okay. So it does go up. Looks like there are stairs. So looks like we'd have to like go through like a deep end to get to like some stairs.
Honestly, I don't think it maybe gets to maybe 3 or 4 feet during part of this, but not enough to have you make a swim check. I think you're
Okay.
fine.
What about me?
I think you're still fine. Like it's not. There aren't enough urchins around this middle part anyway.
Mhm.
So you can make it to the stairs without
So
any
we
trouble.
can make it to the stair.
Yep.
Okay. I want to go
It's
to
low
the stair-
tide, so
I want to go to the staircase.
yeah, do it. Yep. Yeah, so it starts to get a little less wet. as you pop up there. But you don't really see anything. This part looks. I mean, the whole place looks pretty abandoned.
It's a little eerie.
I want to
Yeah.
live with abandon.
Good job.
Okay. So now we're like out of like the watery
Yep.
area.
Mhm.
I don't know. Should we go back down then? See what's down there? I don't know.
Yeah,
We're
long
not
empty
just
corridor.
going to come up here and then immediately. Is there not a path at the end?
There's a door at the end.
There.
Yep.
Yeah, there. So there is.
The hallway still continues.
I
on
would
for a
like to
while, though.
check the door for traps.
Yeah, I mean you're not there yet, but
Yeah, we're like and they were like going into like a really big hallway. I'm
Yeah.
like, something's supposed to happen. I feel like
very empty. Yeah.
like Audrey, get up here.
Yeah. Do you want Audrey to like
Make
go
some
ahead
kind of
and yeah
check.
go ahead and make
some-
an
of some
investigation
kind.
check, Audrey, as you like slowly,
like a-
carefully go ahead. 10.
It's a hallway.
you're suspicious that something is off here, but you're like not sure what it could be or if there's anything like you're not sure. You just have a weird feeling about it.
Got a
I
bad
gotta-
feeling.
Yes.
Yeah, I got.
Got a
on.
feeling.
Got a weird feeling.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Takewe's like, okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll keep
I
going.
don't know what's wrong, but I got a feeling.
So I take it this goes off to another map also, or no,
Nope.
that's still
Yeah,
going.
there's just a door at the end of it. You'll eventually, you'll reach it right
Oh,
there.
I see
Yeah.
it. Okay. Okay, and then there's also this
Yeah,
bottom
and
part
so as
here.
you go down this hallway, to your left, you see a massive chamber beyond. A bunch of pillars,
Yeah.
some of them collapsed. But yeah, it's dark,
Okay.
in the middle. But
I
think
wanna,
parrots
like-
need this place
I want to
for.
like peer in here, but cautiously.
go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You don't hear anything in this room. It's kind of hard now that you're at this part of the corridors because there's that sloshing sound coming from behind you. But I think you managed to parse through the noise, and you're like, yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. At least nothing living, certainly. Nothing that would
So
like,
there's
make
more
noise.
zombies.
Nothing that would make noise as it moves around or anything, right? Like, so if you want to like cautiously enter, you can. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm like, okay, I don't hear anything, but let's enter this room with caution.
Yeah, and so we get, I think this is a very like a Mines of Moria moment, right? So very large vaulted ceilings. And you just get like a bit of an expansive moment for you guys where you just like feel very small in this huge chamber. And at the center
Only 30
here,
feet high.
what?
Mm-hmm.
I said it's only 30 feet high.
Oh no,
30
it's
feet is a lot.
Yeah, it's
It's-
pretty big.
it's larger than that here. The other, I mean, yeah, and the map doesn't really show how tall the rooms are.
Okay. Well, I was just saying we only went 30 feet down.
You only
to
went 30
get
feet
here.
down, yeah. But the Parrot Island is like cliffy and stuff, so yeah, this is probably
Oh, okay,
hollowed
okay,
out
okay.
from a
thought it
hill
was
or
more flat.
something. No, yeah, no, it's like it's surrounded by cliffs,
so-
very jungly, yeah. And so in the center here, you see an outline, of
Oh, yeah, of a parrot.
something. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yep, that's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I see
it's
that. I
but
see that
it's-
on the stonework.
but it's dried blood.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Poor parrot.
I'm gonna.
And I think
Kinda
the weird thing about
slowly
this, I
approach.
think it doesn't look exactly like that. I think it has two heads. I think the parrot
Yeah.
insignia, like, and it's kind of hard to see at first. Like you kind of have to get a good perspective on it to like actually see what it is, because it's like down.
Right. So like I step up like the first step, and I'm like, oh,
Can I do like a religion check?
Yes,
Do I know
certainly.
anything about
Mhm.
the parrot religion? 4 or 15.
4.
But I also.
Sorry, I was looking at that I have a +4
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it, and I said that out loud for some reason.
Also, Caleb, your mic is popping a little bit
Oh,
here
is
and
it?
there. Yeah.
I don't know.
Could I do some sort of history check?
You can. Yeah. So Anna with a 15. This does not seem familiar to you at all.
Oh.
Audrey with a 20. Like
Audrey just knows everything.
the thing
don't know
is,
about that.
a higher religion.
Audrey doesn't know how to survive.
Yeah, a 20 in religion here would have told you more than a 20 in history, unfortunately. The one thing that you get from that is I think Audrey keeps up on things in the city. I think the one thing that you think about is very recently someone part of the Temple Park collapsed, and someone found like this weird ancient shrine with like a two-headed statue inside of it. And that's the only thing that seems familiar about this to you, history-wise. You don't really know anything about, and there's not some like long dark history of Calabar that you remember about, like the two-headed parrot cult, or anything. So, yeah, that's all you remember.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it looks like this room was probably used for something religious in nature, but it looks like it's been long ransacked, and then probably maybe made into some. But like, there's probably a bunch of crates along the sides. Like this was turned into a smuggling storage chamber, way after its original purpose had died out. So this blood imprint is like the last memory of that original purpose, whatever it was. But yeah, I mean, the rest of the chamber is just kind of eerily empty and quiet.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we don't have any information about this parrot,
Actually, I have one other question.
Mhm.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yes, sure, yep.
Which
Deli,
we do have detect magic.
yeah,
up.
Deli doesn't sense any
Yeah.
magic, but Audrey, you could look and see if this is like some sort of long dead magic circle or something like that. Yeah. Oh,
I was
20
gonna say,
21.
Jordan, you should have asked me for help. I'm proficient.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Oh.
feel like that's fine. Deli would have been helping Audrey with this, I'm sure. You guys work as a team.
Okay.
Yeah. So crit 27.
But is he proficient?
He is.
But is Audrey proficient?
Mhm. Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
He has a +7 in it.
Okay, it's major.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh
That's
my
so
gosh!
we're
If I
level
wasn't
2.
proficient and had a 7,
Yeah, I just realized I'm like, wait, we're level 2. Yeah, of course he would have to be proficient.
yeah, exactly. So Audrin with a crit 27, it's really obscure, but there probably was some original magical purpose to this thing, and I think the only thing you probably can guess at with it, like any other arcane scholar who wasn't as meticulous about this as you would just look at this and be like, nah, it's just random religious symbology. But you're like, no, this is something, and the thing it reminds you of, Audrin, is a diagram that you saw on a single, very briefly looked at piece of paper in a certain captain's cabin back in your days on a pirate ship. And again, it's a very brief moment that you managed to see this diagram, but it was like a two-headed like lizard thing or something. Again, really, really brief look at it before like we see this flashback and we hear like someone coming down the stairs and saying, Audrin, what are you doing? And you're like maybe shoving some things in a bag. And then we cut away from that. But yeah, it's
Yep.
the only real thing that it like tells you that check is like, this is whatever this was, it's bad. It's very, very dead now. Like there's nothing about it that would actually do anything at this point. But it just, you're immediately maybe like a shiver goes down your spine as you remember the sort of people you worked for before and what you knew them to be capable of.
Yeah.
Or, were indentured to
So-
serve before.
Yeah. I think Audrin just says, well, I think it's time to go.
Everyone looks at you.
There's stuff
What do you
this
think we've been trying to do, Audrin?
yeah, I want to keep like going down
Wait, where's
this
okay?
chamber.
So Takeby does
We
not
gotta-
listen to you.
You gotta fill the map.
Oh,
I'm like, but there's like possibly a way out down here. I don't know. Should we go up to like the door first and like do the door?
I don't have a good feeling about the door either.
Yeah,
You
this
can't
whole
be
place.
surprised.
This whole place is giving you the creeps now, Audrin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably at some point have like gone up to Audrey and been like, I don't like this.
Hold me, Audrin.
Especially like in this chamber where I'm like, why is this blood parrot here?
Yep.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, and again, emptiness, very quiet, very eerie.
Hey, but look, there's a door.
It's just another hallway.
Yeah, and a hallway, and it actually leads back into probably the
Lost.
southern part of that watery.
Okay,
section
here I
of
just
sea
want to like
caves.
go out,
Mhm.
just like look out at
Yep.
it.
Yep, and the sea caves, fill up this chamber beyond, to the south of that big chamber.
So
and
this
then-
is probably where we would have come from if
exactly,
we
yeah,
gone south.
yep. So if you turn left, it's back into those sea caves.
Right. Okay.
And the sloshing seems louder down here.
Okay.
Like,
So looks like there is a way to go over here.
is that deep water though?
No, not to your right. No,
No. Not
right,
over
right
here.
for your character's not right on the map. Obviously, yeah,
Mhm.
to the left of the map.
Right. No, it looks like looks like it's not like really a path. It just looks like caves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Some ruined cave system here.
Should maybe try that direction? I don't know.
We could, or we could go back up to the door. And I kind of turned to you guys, and I'm like, "What do y'all want to do?"
I would like to leave.
Well, yes.
Well, we might as well check the door. I have a feeling getting out through the water is going to be a little trickier.
We're not getting out through the water stops like literally right there.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So if you go out, you can see like where the blue ends. It's like the shore, basically.
Well,
I mean,
like,
yeah, to your guys' left, like for your right on the map there, it does continue into that further part where you were before. But yes, to the left on the map is certainly it ends and goes into a cave.
so it goes deeper into a cave, not
Yep.
necessarily
Mhm.
outside. Okay.
Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah, I mean, with just your like guys' passive perception, you don't smell the outside. There's no like draft or anything that's like
Mhm.
cueing you into this. The only thing that's really changed is that there's the sloshing sound is louder, and it seems to be coming from the right on the map here. So
Okay.
back towards that
Well-
south eastern portion.
Well, let's just check the door then, I guess. It doesn't look like we're
Yeah,
going
you,
out
you
this
could
way.
clamber over some rocks and go into the cave over here if you wanted to. So
Don't know how helpful that will be.
Well, it looks like it leads into like a bigger area. So that's why I'm
Mhm.
like, I just wonder if maybe, I don't know. We can go through the door though first. I'm fine with that. Doesn't matter to me.
yeah, backtrack back up.
Yeah, if that's what
Everybody else want to do that?
Yeah.
everybody else wants to do, that's fine with me. I
Sounds
don't
good.
care.
I
Boom.
go
might
where
be
Della
six.
goes.
Or maybe
Let's
where
exhaust
the
it.
light is.
My thought was let's exhaust the easier options first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Look, let's not get our clothes wet if we don't have to.
Yeah.
Yep. So, door in front of you. If you go down the corridor again, right, like on the western part of this hallway, Audrin, like you get all the way up to the door, and no trap is sprung. Like you still have a weird off feeling about the hallway, but like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to the door.
Yeah. Can I like can I like specifically I don't know examine two things. I don't know if like even if I don't have a role for it. I want to like look at the walls to see like if there's any kind of like weird writing on the walls or if there's something off about them. And I also specifically want to check the doorknob.
So with the hallway, I don't think you can roll again, and you look and
Yeah.
there doesn't seem to be any writing or anything. And with that 10, that's that you find,
Yeah,
for
that-
good or for
that's
ill. But the door, yeah, you can make an investigation check on the door specifically if you
Okay.
like.
And does anybody else have investigation trained?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I have insight, not investigation.
I think it might just be you.
Okay.
I can do a really sick cartwheel.
I cannot do that, so I can do a cartwheel that would make you sick at just how bad it was.
Hey, you're good at stealth and religion and insight too, Anna.
I'm okay at stealth.
But also,
I was talking to Anna. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's.
She was like, cartwheels are the only thing I'm good at. That's not true. Cartwheels is the thing you're best at.
And I'm really best at sneaky cartwheels.
Yes.
Cartwheel queen.
The
Hey,
quiet
random
cartwheel
question.
queen.
Do you know why I have poison in my character sheet? Did we pick up poison?
I think it was the poison from the little spider things, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Alyssa.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have investigation trained?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
Well,
just you, buddy. Yeah.
We're just gonna
Yeah, I
roll.
have perception chain.
Well,
11, it seems like a door, right? Like,
It seems like a door.
but
But it's actually
a mimic.
But that's the thing. Like, Audryn, you're not, it's hard. You're having a hard time trusting yourself. It's not even that, like, you know there's something wrong here and you just can't find it. It's that you don't know for sure about any part of it. Like, you're like, honestly, this entire hallway and the door could be completely fine, but something is giving me the creeps.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to draw my rapier and
And touch the door.
attempt to open the door.
Audryn, are you really that concerned?
Is he reaching for the doorknob? For the handle?
I think Audryn just says there's something distinctly not right about this whole place.
Yeah. And so we definitely get a moment where Audryn reaches out for the handle. We have the very tense strings in the soundtrack, and there's like this moment where like he's just like, oh crap, something bad's gonna happen. He touches the handle, and then the door just falls inward, like it's totally rotten. And the one touch by Audryn just made it all collapse, and it just collapses, and there's nothing. It's literally just that.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if he says that, I was gonna cast Shillelagh just to be ready.
Yeah, and you do right, but it's literally Audryn touches the door. It just it's obviously very rotten, and it just collapses inward, splintering gross wood.
Like, that was loud.
Yeah,
Audryn's just like, oh, so those corpses weren't the only things rotten down here.
and then Audryn, you get a sniff of the room beyond, and you almost just immediately vomit. It smells awful. Absolutely horrific, cloying stink of rotten meat. And there is, let's see, do I have, yeah, here, let me, but I guess you don't see anything yet. You're right up at the door, but you smell something beyond, and you're just like, oh my gosh, that is so bad.
So I think Audryn smells and he like turns and gags and goes, nope, and just kind of walks a bit away from the door.
Takewe's like kind of like it's starting to like come out towards her, and she's like, "Oh God,
Yeah.
oh, Mickey."
That's funny.
Okay, I think I take. Okay, here's what I do. I take just like, do I have like a scarf or something? Or not like a scarf, like
you don't
like
have a
rag.
bandana? Don't you have a bandana?
Well, so I'm gonna take my bandana and I'm going to like put just a little bit, like I'm gonna take my candle and just kind of like rub the like the wax a little bit into the bandana, and then I'm
Sure.
just gonna tie it around my mouth.
so you can smell something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Ellie just
Yeah.
goes
Eh.
like, eh.
Right.
She's like, I smell worse.
Yeah. And so I don't think there's any mechanical effect to this. It just smells really bad. But yeah, you can tie your bandana around. But yeah, do you guys go in?
I don't know if I want to now. I'm like, sure you guys don't want to just like go down the caves.
Got it.
Look, this might be the way out. If there's something dead in there, it means they got there somehow.
It also means that the door closed somehow.
Also, are these stairs that go down, Caleb?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very, very brief, but yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna peek my head in. I want to like peek my head around.
Yeah.
What do I see?
With your line of sight there, nothing. Maybe actually, you probably see some blood scattered around a little bit. Maybe a discarded half a ripped shirt. But yeah, you don't actually see anything.
Is it
else.
fresh blood?
You can make a nature check or a medicine check. Probably medicine check. To know exactly how fresh it is.
I'll help her. Actually, wait. I'm not sure if I can help her.
Are you trained in it?
No, I can't help. No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah, with a 14, yeah, it looks fresher. Certainly fresher than the ancient dried blood of the parrot thing. But that doesn't really mean a whole lot. So,
okay, I'm like, okay, it's a little fresher than I probably would like.
Maybe it's that one guy.
Yeah.
what
What was his name?
Penkus, yeah, the guy that Vanthus
Penkus.
originally apparently came this way with.
Yeah, then pushed him down here and abandoned. Apparently,
yeah, yeah. I think he said, "Say hello to Penkus's ghost for me."
Right, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm
I
going
just
to take
imagine
another step in.
Pincus's ghost to be sitting at like a hearth with the cup of ghost.
So is this another door over here?
It is. Yeah, there's another door over there. Also, you realize now. Oh, look, dead, bloated body in the corner of the room. Yeah, and it's very much. It definitely seems like the sort of thing you're expecting. So bloated, seeping body slumped in the corner of the room. The corpse's dark, almost black flesh bulges against its armor, ready to burst at the slightest touch. An intricate tattoo of a dragon clutching a flower is barely visible on his shoulder against the diseased flesh, and clutched in one hand is a crumpled scroll.
Big tat, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, ew. Dragon with the flower. Can I make like a
History check.
history check
Yep.
to like, yes, see if I know what that means? Audrey also has history, correct?
Yeah. Should I also just roll it or should I help?
Whoever has the highest, just do it with advantage.
You would have the highest, Audrey, because you have a higher intelligence than me, but
Yeah, 22. Let's see.
not even necessarily that we know this guy, but maybe the dragon and the flower.
Yeah, dragon and the flower is a lotus flower. And Audrin immediately just chills down your spine. You know exactly what this is. This is the tattoo of the Lotus Dragons. The new thieves guild in town that is responsible for murdering your friends. They're the ones who are like gaining the most recognition. So there's been like a shadow war happening for many years now, where a bunch of really minorly important thieves guilds were like warring against each other. They never really got on top. The cities never really had to worry about them, so they just let them fight amongst each other. But recently, one particular has been taking all the other ones down and growing into prominence, and that's the Lotus Dragons. And so what you know about them, New Thieves Guild, they seem to be a lot more organized than the other fly-by-night guilds that you were, a part of and that you were familiar with. And the only other thing you know about the Lotus Dragons is that we get like a little flashback to you just like talking to someone on the street maybe once as you're like, maybe in a tavern or whatever, like you tend to do and like dish for goss and, drink with people and stuff. You hear someone say, I hear that they've got more than people working for them. They've got ties to animal smugglers and keep the worst of the lot in their guild hall as guardians. It's like, telling this to you over a drink.
Yeah. Well, crap.
And so I'm assuming I know a little bit about them too. So I'm like, Audrey, isn't that like the Thieves Guild? And he's just like,
Yeah, you probably heard the name somewhere. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, but Audrin's intimately familiar with this.
Yeah. Audrin's like, you got to be kidding me.
I'm like, he's got a scroll in his hands.
Scroll?
I'm like, Deli, hold on.
Do I
Like,
smell
what?
it?
Can I make like a medicine check to like see like why he's all bloated? and stuff? Like
yeah,
why
make a
his
medicine. Yep,
corpses.
Yep.
Okay.
Could I help
The-
with
the-
this? I got a +5.
Yeah, do advantage.
Okay. Do you
Oh,
want?
then
So
Deli
would
should be
you,
rolling.
Deli? Would you? Do you want to roll or do you want to help me? I have a +2.
I have a +5. I could probably roll.
That's fine.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah. Good thing you did.
Yeah,
I've
so
probably
Deli,
seen this before.
yeah, if you guys kind of step in the room and looking at everything now, Deli, it just seems normal. Like he was diseased in some capacity. You're not entirely sure. Like there could be any number of things that would make his body go like this, but mainly it's like rotting, humid environment down here. He's been here for several, maybe even like weeks. Yeah, probably weeks, and it's just like gross bloat that happens when a dead body is down in a dank infested dungeon, right? Like
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
she goes,
I mean, he died. That's what happens when
Right.
people die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's definitely like more exaggerated than normal, but
I mean, given what it's like down here,
Yeah.
surprised he's not worse off.
So should we take the scroll?
what do I smell magic on it, Caleb?
with the detect magic on, nope. Nothing. I don't think there's anything magic. How far does that go again?
And it's with
30 feet. I thought it was
30
long.
feet.
I thought it was closer.
Yeah, no magic within 30 feet, certainly.
I would get close to, even like if I'm within 30 feet of him.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
there's no magic on him. Yeah.
So he's still like, do we take scroll? She
Gets
gets
closer and sniffs. Well, it's not magic, but it might give us an idea of why he's here.
Yeah, I think I go and if nobody else is opposed to it, I go and take the scroll. And
Nope, not opposed to it.
knowledge is a dangerous thing, but I'm a dangerous
hold your-
person. I'm actually
just-
not.
Mhm.
Just hold your breath and get over it.
That's not the thing. Like that's not what Audrun's like. That's not even in Audrun's mind right now.
oh okay.
Yeah, he's thinking probably all about like, oh crap, Lotus dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he meant about the dead body.
No. Like Audrun's kind of over that fact. He's more like focused on the fact that I'm not sure if I want to know what's inside this scroll.
Ah.
But he tries to find out anyway, so
Okay. When you open scroll, what do you see?
Yeah, so Carly just got me this handout, and I've been frantically trying to upload it as a handout here. And it is taking a while. I even like compressed it and everything, and it's still taking a while to upload. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back and we'll read what is on the scroll when we return. Stick around, we get more Terra Invicta right after this.